quality is 10 out of 10. The whole deck, I would give this 10 out of 10. It's just wonderful. Hello my ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. It's been a few days. I think probably, is it Sunday when I was last on? It's Thursday now, but I've taken a delivery today from Cheryl over at Oneness Emporium, and she asked if I was interested. We are doing Spotlight next weekend, so not this Saturday but next Saturday, but she wanted to send this ahead of the decks that we'd be looking at next week, and it's the medieval feathers, and she asked if I would be interested in taking a look, and I said that I would, because I've seen some images of this deck, and oops, try not to set the place on fire. And I really love the look of it from what I have seen. It's also from a creator who I very much admire. It's a Blue Angel tarot deck. I'm trying to get his name, I don't want to say it wrong. It's the artwork is Alejandro Rozan. So one of my absolute go-to decks at the moment is the Marseille Weight, which I love. This is Alejandro Rozan, and I've also got the Ambiguities, both decks which he did with, it's just gone straight out of my head, William Rader, Artisan Tarot. And for this one, it's also in collaboration with J.R. Rivera, who I'm actually linked with on Facebook, and Jay is the author behind the Beautiful Creatures Tarot, which I also really like. But this just really intrigues me. I love the kind of vintage feel for the artwork, but then you've got these bright, very often bright, colourful feathers in this kind of a juxtaposition with this kind of vintage, old style looking deck. It looks really beautiful. Let's have a look here. We've got, when you support a small business, you're supporting a dream. Thank you. If you loved your order, please leave a review. All information will be in the description below to Cheryl's shop, Oneness Emporium, where you can get this deck. And as always, if you do purchase and you use the code Hermits10 down here at the bottom somewhere, you'll get 10% off as well. So that's lovely. I love this Stonehenge picture with this card. And we've got a couple of extra cards here that we can use for bookmarks and things, which is always lovely. So the packaging is really nice. It's not often that Blue Angel do a tarot deck. I've got a lot of Blue Angel decks, but I'm not sure if I've got one of their tarots or not. But as you can see, it's called the Medieval Feathers Tarot. And on the back it says messages from heaven, because obviously the feather, people often talk about finding a white feather or a feather on their path, and it's very often attributed to a message from the spirit realm. So it says here, messages from heaven. In the realm of dreams, the boundaries of time are unclear. The hidden become seen. The desires can be welcomed into reality. Here, feathers of fate meld with the medieval imagery, and profound insight unfolds in an elegant tapestry of self-reflection and divination, with layers of symbolism and nuance that pay homage to their antique predecessors. This exquisite set is a rich portal into understanding the intricacies of the major and minor arcana. with bonus cards and upright and reverse meanings to guide you through the mysteries of the past, the potentials of the present, and the clear vision of the future. It's 80 cards plus a 232 page colour guidebook. So it's in a really nice, sturdy 2-part box. Love the design. We've got this a blend of matte with metallic kind of overlay, and this spot varnish, I think they call it. A little piece of paper, which you often get inside the Blue Angel Oracle decks as well. So as you can see here, we've got a book, and it's 232 pages, isn't they? You've got a section at the back for notes, which is useful. But what I like about this, these are large cards as well, is that whilst you get your divinatory meaning, you get keywords on the card. So here you'll see 0 is the Fool, which is freedom. But when reversed, we get a keyword here which says evasive. I think, did I just knock the camera stand then? But also the feather also has a message as well. So there's a lot in here. So I've just turned to, we've turned to the devil, Le Diable, the devil, 15. So we get the esoteric meaning or about the card. We get the upright meaning here. So the keyword is contradictions. Then on the back, you get the reverse meaning, which is realization. And then you get the feather. So here it's a raven's feather, and it advises that you'll go through some unfamiliar and unexpected changes that seem frightening, but will be a good cause in your life. The best source of preparation for what is to come is to not dwell on it, but embrace it when it manifests. So I really like that. This is a nice, it's got a lovely softness to it. So let's see, there's our contents. So we've got the author's acknowledgement on page 9, illustrator's acknowledgement, messages from heaven, interpreting techniques, card spreads, card meanings, about the artist and about the author. So here we get a quick reference guide to the minor arcana, and on the page previous we've got the major arcana. So if you do pull a card, you can quickly find out where it is. And then here we've got an acknowledgement from J.R. Rivera, and also the illustrator Alejandro Rozan. Messages from heaven, and then we go into the cards. So it's a really nice booklet. I love the metallic gold stamping as well. All right, so let's have a look at the cards. Oh wow, these are beautiful. This quality reminds me of, like, what's the name of the deck? It's just gone out of my head with the blue backs and the gold stars. Fyodor Pavlov. Yeah, kind of reminds me of that similar card stock quality to that. I usually get very nervous by paper bands because they sometimes can leave, especially with gilded cards, they can leave a little bit of a dint, but this hasn't at all. Okay, I'm gonna bring the camera down slightly. Okay, so firstly, can I just say the quality of this, we are so spoiled for mass market decks now that are bringing out decks of this caliber. It's just, who would have thought it a few years ago? Really, really beautiful. They have this brushed gold effect in matte, which is one of my favorites, particularly if we're looking at a deck that's vintage, medieval, of that period. This kind of brushed matte gold is perfect for gilding. Cardstock is amazing. It is soft, there's a spring, a core, matte finish, but really silky, beautiful cardstock. They are larger than a standard card. So just to give us side by side, this is a standard US game stroke NPC card. And as you can see, it's quite a bit taller and wider. So yeah, just really, really lovely. It's a thick deck. I know not everybody likes larger cards. I obviously don't object too much, but I have big hands. But for seeing the detail in this artwork as well is just wonderful, and I'm pleased that they are a larger size. So the backs are from the Two of Coins. As you can see, it's the traditional. I don't think, even though this is a pip deck, they have keywords. I think that helps, particularly for people who say, you know, they struggle to read pip decks. This could be a good first deck. I can't think of many pip decks, and when I say pip, you know, thinking of Marseille style, that give you keywords as well on the card. So this could be a good introduction to that, because you've got that keyword as your starting point. You're springing off board, if you like. And what is traditional with Two of Coins in this design is you usually get the printing company and the creator, the author. So here it says, in that vein, Medieval Feathers Tarot, MMXX, that's 2022. We're in 2024 now, so maybe that's how long it's taken. And then the creators, A.R. Roseanne and J.R. Rivera. So yeah, that's cool. We'll start to look through. So I just love this. I love the sketch work. I love the fact that it's got this kind of aged effect, this vintage feel. Look at his shoes, the little bells on the end, the little doggy there on its hind legs. Beautiful. Yes, we've got this kind of beautiful bright feather, which is really, like I said, a juxtaposition with the vintage sepia sketchy tone of the artwork. We also have a French title at the bottom with the banner, so Le Mat, but then you get here zero, the Fool, which is freedom, and then your reversed meanings, which is interesting because the backs aren't reversed, but the fronts are. But you can't really reverse that anyway if you're choosing that as the design, I suppose. So here's our magician. I mean, look at this little monkey under the table. We've got some tarot cards here. I wonder if it's this deck, because I love it. Trying to see if my magnifying glass is to hand. I love it when creators that put tarot cards in their decks, and it's this deck. So I think it's more traditional Marseille, but anyway, I still think it's cool. Here's the Popess, Wisdom. Beautiful. We have a peacock feather here. Yeah, I love that there's a different feather in every image, and every feather, as I said, has a meaning. The signature here at the bottom looks like an R and an R in mirror form. I'm wondering if that's the two creators together of Roseanne and Rivera. That'd be cool. The Empress, productivity. What are we getting for some keywords? Influence for reversed. The Emperor, we have control. I think that's a good keyword actually for the Emperor. Oh, I love how vibrant that red, I'm not sure if it's coming out or not, but it's a really vibrant red. And we have the Pope, teachings. I like the fact that it's teachings. The Lovers, it's beautiful, so beautiful. The Chariot, success. Oops. Oh, I just got a sneak peek at the Hermit and he looks epic. Justice is balance, so we've got Justice as key 8. Oh, look at this Hermit. Just look at that. Oh, and I love this this stag as well here. I've got the lantern, look at the skull and bones. Oh, and his expression. Stunning. The Wheel of Fortune for change. And then we have strength, the force, Le Pendu, the hangman, is about perception. Yeah, it certainly gives you a different perception. Oh, look at this death card. How incredible is that? Lamort, stepping on it. Oh, he's got one foot, although it's bone anyway, but on this blade. Wow, death endings. So far, I'm on board with the keywords. It's always a risk. Temperance, reconciliation. Oh, love the devil. Contradictions. Okay, I love the fire. Is that his butt taking a bite out of this feather? Look at the butterfly wings. That's quite unusual for the wings of a devil, but I love it. He's got these serpents coming out of his head as well. Wow, what a great devil card. Lightning. Ah, okay. So for our tower card, we've got lightning, fortuity. It's the tree here, but it looks like we've got a shepherd sitting under the tree, taking shelter with his herd or his flock. And then, yeah, the external influence. Ah, okay. So we have got two. So it's an 80 card deck. So this is obviously one of the extra cards. So they're both entitled 16. So I think we make the choice. And the feather, if you'll notice, is the same. So we've got this red and yellow feather here. So this is kind of the lightning that obviously strikes the tower, or we've got Le Maison Dieu, which is the house of God. Both quite traditional. I can see why they put them in. So quite a lot of, particularly Italian decks, will give you kind of lightning and that perspective. Wow. Oh, I don't know which one to keep in. Let's have a look at what the book says about the feather as well, because obviously we've got the same feather, so that hasn't changed. Okay, so lightning. Lightning is precisely what this man has seen and was lucky enough not to get struck by. He sits under the tree, which represents growth and is an omen of opposing sides. The lightning served a purpose. It caused his lambs to gather into one place, safe from the threat of predators. This signifies gentleness in times of desperation. The mighty phoenix's feather, or it's the phoenix's feather, lets him know the lightning was a message from God. Be prepared to detach from all things and hold purpose for him, as there will be other things to come. The phoenix feather advises that everything motionless will soon animate itself and come to life, showing you that anything is possible if you believe. And then obviously the house of God. The angry God has struck the roof of the tower, freeing his disciple who has been held hostage by heretics because of his pure heart and his inability to refuse humanitarian services to anyone. It goes on. It's quite heavy on religious. Yeah, and it's got exactly the same meaning for the feather, which I thought. But I mean, both are beautiful. Beautiful illustrations. It's going to be a tough choice for me as to which one. Oh, I love them both. I think this one just kind of wins out. I'm not sure why, but it does at the moment. And who knows, I can switch them out at another date. So then we have our luminaries. We've got a star here. visibility, beautiful, really beautiful. Look at the moon. How gorgeous is this card? Emotions. Oh, and the sun is gorgeous. Blessings. Then we have the Judgment card, Revelation. Revelations, Judgment, I get it. The World is completion. And that's beautiful. Look at this. This is a proper plume, isn't it? Gorgeous. I love these beings blowing. Oh, yes. So that's your 8 cards, the 2 extra cards. Card 16, giving you 2 options. And then here we've got a Querent card. I love this. Kudos to the creators. If I was to create a tarot deck, I would include a Querent card, a Significator card. You've heard me talk about them before. I think every tarot deck should have one. I absolutely love it. Not sure I'd have given it a number, but even so, that's no issue for me. But yeah, how fantastic having a Querent card. So we go on to our minors. We've got our Ace of Coins. So as I said at the beginning, I mean, it's very similar to a Marseille deck. Yeah, it's very similar. Obviously there's some little extras here, and of course the feathers. But those people who struggle perhaps to read pips and still enjoy the beauty of vintage tarot decks, medieval tarot decks, now have this jumping off point, this keyword, material, Ace of Coins. We know that coins is the earth suit, so it does talk about how our material world, if you like, so things like our home life, our family connections, work, all that sort of thing in this earthly physical realm. So yeah, I love it. So this is the same as the backs for the 2. We've got 3. How beautiful these feathers are. When I first started to look at the deck and started seeing these huge feathers, I was like, I wonder if that feathers might start getting a bit annoying. But they're worked into the artwork so beautifully that actually I love them. 6 is about expansion. Let me just see what 5 was. Is it disruption? Yeah, it's an interference. Yeah, I'm digging this. Stability for the 4. Perfect. Perfect. These are keywords I would have probably have chosen, actually. But look how beautiful. Beautiful this is. Oh, the quartz, stunning. The Page of Coins, potential. The Knight, direction. Oh, look. Is it a Minotaur? Queen and King. Beautiful, beautiful court cards. Then we go into our cups, which is the emotions, and we've got love for the Ace. Look at this. Partnership for the 2. Birth. Family. We have connections. Gosh, this cardstock is just dreamy. Continuity, individuality, involvement. I mean, just look how the feathers are worked into the artwork. Harmony and leadership. And then we have the Page, shyness. Would I have chose shyness as my kind of my significator card. Openness. Oh, look at that. Just look how beautiful this is. This is a mass market deck. I have to keep reminding myself. Ace of Wands is passion. So I think the aces, the keyword for the aces really set the scene for that elemental association, and then it builds on that. As you can see here, it's very traditional style of wands. Struggle, self-regulation, disruption, loyalty for the Ten of Wands. Okay, obviously it's not following RWS anyway. Creativity for the Page, the Valet, Cavalier, Knight, urges, the Queen is personality, and the King is attitude. Stunning. And our final suit is our sword suit. And again, swords is air, which is about our thoughts, mentality, sets the scene. Boundaries, victory, restriction, breakthrough, oh beautiful, adaptation. Oh, just look at this. This is why we don't need AI decks, not when you've got fantastic artists out there creating such beautiful pieces of work. Exhaustion for the 10. And then we have our Page, our Knight, beautiful Queen, gorgeous, isn't that? And the King, determination. Wow. Wow, what a fantastic deck. The problem I've got this year is there are so many incredible decks released. I want to work with them all. And I'm having a hard time putting the previous one down and picking the next one up, but I certainly want to get working with this because it is absolutely beautiful. The whole kit is absolutely top-notch quality. It's 10 out of 10. The whole deck, I would give this 10 out of 10. It's just wonderful. So thank you, Cheryl, for sending me this from Oneness Emporium. Information will be below. If I didn't say it earlier, I meant to, so I'll say it now. But if you want to buy the deck, do use the code here at the bottom, which is Hermits10, and you'll get 10% off as well. Thank you for watching, everybody. It's been lovely to hang out. I won't be on Saturday because I've got a function this week. I think I did mention it last week. So I'm not around this Saturday. The card pull will be on Sunday, and it'll be up in the Hermit's Cave Facebook group for everybody to play along. Thanks for watching. Until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.